Hello everybody and welcome back to this new video. I'm currently in Hamburg. Hamburg? I don't know how you say it. Hamburg? Hamburger? In Germany. I'm in Germany. I'm here for one day for my work, and I'm very happy because it's very sunny. It's pretty hot. It's 24-25 degrees Celsius, and it's just perfect. For me it is perfect. I wanted to take some time to speak to you about something that's been on my mind, normal, and it's the concept of self-sabotage. I don't know if this is something you're familiar with, if it's something that you've already done to yourself or are doing to yourself right now, but anyways, maybe you don't even know that you are self-sabotaging yourself, and this is why I think this video could help people understand what's happening and maybe just have an answer to how to stop this, how to stop self-sabotaging. So with self-sabotaging, there are two things: either you know you're on it, you're doing it, or you are not really realizing that this is something that it's happening to yourself. To explain a little bit more about the concept, I'm going to give you an example. Right now I'm working with a lovely woman. She has done so much with her writing in these past 6 months, and she's growing. She wants to work, and for me she's really like the best student I've ever had in my life, because she really tries, and she doesn't, it's difficult for her, of course, but it's difficult for everybody. It's like writing is not easy. We wouldn't know it if it was. Like, everyone would be in the Olympics if it was that way. So it's difficult for her, but the thing is that she has grown so much, and she has evolved so much, and she has gotten so much better. But for her, it's like she's always, it's very easy for her just to say that she's not good at it, and this is something that comes naturally to her. Like, every time that we finish a good writing lesson, and then I ask her how she's feeling, she's very happy with what she has done, but exactly at the same time, just like she says, I'm happy, but I will never be able to be a good writer. And I'm like, huh? Why you will never be able to be you are being a better writer every day, every time that we work. And so it's pretty interesting how this comes totally naturally for her. And what it's more interesting and what saddens me a lot is that she's a very, very nice person, and she would never be so unkind to someone else. Never, ever. She would do that to someone else. So I ask myself, why is she so unkind to herself? Why is she minimizing her efforts and hindering also her possibilities to continue to grow? Because if in your mind you are sure that you are not good for something and that you will never get good at something, well, it's going to be difficult to get good at that. And then, of course, you will not be good, and then you will tell yourself, see, I was right. I was right by telling myself that I was not good at this. So it's like it's a circle. It's a vicious circle, and I think both of us are very lucky that she can trust me as a coach, because even though she doesn't believe in herself and she's saying that she will never be a good writer, the fact that she trusts in what I ask for her means that she's going to do the exercise without really thinking if she can or she can't. If I tell her you can do it, she says, okay, Maria is telling me I can, so I will, and she does. And it's like she's growing and she's developing her skills a little bit in spite of herself. But I'm sure that if she could change this way of thinking and stop this negative conversation she has with herself, this self-sabotaging, she could even grow faster. And I'm working on it. But the thing with self-sabotage is that, like everything, like every problem, you have to realize that it is a problem. If you really want to stop self-sabotage, you have to realize how much it is hurting you, how much it is like stopping you from getting where you want and from becoming what you can become. And this is the most important thing. Like, first step, want to stop self-sabotaging, first step, realize how much it is hurting you. It's like, write it down, like do some work, some inner work on yourself, where you're going to hurt yourself, because you're going to tell yourself what you are not doing and what you are blocking yourself from. And this is going to hurt. Of course, you're going to tell yourself, well, why am I so unkind to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? And it is important to get to go through that, to realize what you are doing to yourself by self-sabotaging. The second step is to understand how you react when you are self-sabotaging. Different people have different reactions. It's like some people, when they are self-sabotaging, they procrastinate. Others, they use they start joking about what they wanted, so that they minimize the importance of their goals, or it's like it's a joke, so it's not a problem if they don't get to it. It's like they're telling everybody around them, yeah, it's like what I wanted. No, I was just joking. So it's minimizing your goals. Another reaction you can also have is, even if you're not joking about it, just minimizing your goals. Let's say you want to be a Grand Prix rider, and you just tell yourself over and over again, I will never be able to be a Grand Prix rider, I will never be able to ride Grand Prix, I will never be able to do the moves. Well, then, because I won't be able to do that, then I'm going to go one level down or 2 levels down, or I don't know. It's like that's also a reaction you can also have. These are just examples. Of course, we can have many other reactions. People have different reactions to the things that they are living, and it is important for you to understand what's your reaction, because as I was telling you at the beginning, sometimes we're self-sabotaging ourselves without even realizing we're doing it. And because if you when you understand your reaction and you catch yourself doing this, you can always think, am I self-sabotaging myself right now, or is it something else? I don't know. Because for example, for procrastination, you can procrastinate for many reasons, like, I don't know, that whatever you have to do, it's not really interesting for you, or you're afraid of doing it, or whatever. So when you realize that you are procrastinating, it's interesting to understand and to know if the thing that you're procrastinating on, if it's really, really important for you. Is it does it make part of your goal? Is it one of your outcome goals to get to your big, interesting goal? And then if this is what is happening, then you're self-sabotaging. So that would be the second step. The third and final step is, once you realize that you're self-sabotaging and how you react to this, it's time to stop this. So how do you stop self-sabotage? You have to understand also something about the mind. Once you can stop your thoughts. There are many ways of doing this. There's something that it's called the 5-second rule. It's Mel Robbins that came up with it, and I think it's a very good, it's a very good technique. It's very interesting. She says that you have to count backwards from 5 to 0, and then once you've done this, you can like stop what you were thinking about or what you were about to do, and then go through another path, and the path that you really wanted. If you want to have more information about this, just go and check her out, because she's very interesting, really. And so that's one of the ways. Or maybe even it's like, for me, it doesn't really I've tried this technique and it has worked sometimes, but sometimes when the habit and the reaction that I have is so strong, it's not enough. It's not enough just to count from 5 to 0. I need something more energetic for me to stop this. And what I do is that I just like I try to be alone when I do this. It's like I just clap. I just say like, hey, stop it. And I say it out loud to myself, like, stop it, Maria. What are you doing? It's like, stop whatever you're doing and get on with your life. Like, go. And this is something that really like puts an end to my thoughts and my negative actions. And just after that, you really have to make an action, and a positive action towards what you really want. It's like, if you don't react right away, you will only be welcoming back the negative thoughts again, or the bad behaviors again, or because that's what I was saying. It's like the mind really hates when nothing is going on, and when you have nothing to do, and when she's like empty, when the mind is empty, it's going to fill up with what it's easy, the habits, the bad habits, the bad thoughts, the negative things that you can come up with, and the self-sabotage. So as soon as you've stopped this negative thinking, as soon as you've done something to stop it, whether it's counting down backwards from 5 to 0, or doing some action like reacting in a physical way, then you have to right away act and get going to where you want. And this is really going to help you. So of course, at the beginning, when you start doing this, you are going to realize that you do it a lot. And this can be a little bit difficult, because then you tell yourself, you also have this inner conversation with yourself where you say, I'm always negative and I'm always self-sabotaging. And this is this is not something that you have to let it get onto you. It must not get you down, because it just means that you are realizing what's going on with your headspace, and you have to go through it, and you realize that soon enough the bad habits that you had before are going to change on positive habits, on good habits, and the way that these bad habits, these negative habits, were completely natural and automatic for you, that's going to happen also with the good habits. They're going to become natural and automatic, and that's what you really have to aim for, and that has to be your goal when you tell yourself, I'm going to stop self-sabotage. Realize that I can do it, and this is going to become completely automatic for you. That this video can help you. If it can help only one person in this world, it would be so happy. And like this, please do not hesitate to like the video. Just if you haven't subscribed, I'm trying to make many more videos, motivation, goal setting, and of course writing, lots of writing. And yeah, if you have any comments, any questions, please yes, hesitate to put them down on the comment box, and I would be very happy to answer to them. So see you on the next video. Bye.